Good evening, Beer Fan TV. Welcome to another video. First one of the year for me, and it's almost the end of Jan. I've not been doing dry Jan, and I think like everyone's got stuff going on, haven't they? And sometimes after New Year, you generally tend to find that's when you get quite busy with work and other things. So I've just not had a chance to do it. But I've got some really big ideas coming up this year. I've got some big comparisons on some branded beers and some of the stuff from the cheaper supermarkets to see if there's a difference in taste and quality and those kind of things. I've got some Perfect Draft kegs. I've got the new Stella Unfiltered, brewed in the UK apparently. So we'll see what that's like. I've got that coming up next, soon as this one is out. I've got the Hasselroder one. I've got that. I've got the stout. I forget what that was called now. I've got loads. I've got about 6 kegs to do, and yeah, just getting back to doing some comparisons, blind, masked comparisons. So tonight we have Leffe from the bottle and Leffe in the Perfect Draft. I quite like Leffe. Leffe's probably been, in my opinion, probably one of the best beers that I'd had on the Perfect Draft. And I put this keg in just before Christmas, so it is right at the end of the 30 days. But it's definitely not as good as I remember it being, or the batch wasn't that great. So I know I've seen some people be like, Leffe is disgusting, not the best. And this one hasn't been as easy to drink as the first keg I had. I'll be honest, the first keg I had of it just literally went through that so fast. But anyway, I think key thing is, you know, if you're going to buy a keg of this, you're going to pay £33.90 before discounts and your keg returns for 10 pints, or if you're going to buy it in bottle form, which is quite accessible really. Most Tesco's and supermarkets sell it. You'll normally pay for a 4-pack of 330 or 33cl, 230ml. You'll pay about £5 for 4 bottles. So it's not one that, I always think the Perfect Draft, one of its pros is that you can't, if you want to drink that beer, you either have to go somewhere special to get it, or you're buying a Perfect Draft, because you can't walk into most shops and buy Spaten and Lounbrow's and everything else. So, but Leffe now is one of those ones that is more accessible, but let's be honest, let's see, does it taste as good as the stuff that's in the Perfect Draft? Now we know the Perfect Draft stores and pours at 3 degrees, and it's brewed in Belgium and it's kegged in Belgium and then transferred over to the UK for sales. This stuff, the bottle, let's have a quick gander. Product of Belgium is also brewed in Belgium, so it should be pretty identical, is the truth. And I want to know, can I tell the difference between the bottle and the keg? And I think there's only one way to really do that. It's do a test. Now what I've done is got identical glasses. They're not chalices, but they are identical. I've got some masking tape, and the plan is to put some masking tape on the bottom, so I can't tell by feel which one is which, but I'm going to mark one with LB, so left bottle, and I'll stick that on the bottom of that one. I don't know if you can see that or not. And then the other one I'm going to label as Leffe P, Perfect Draft, and I'll stick this one on the bottom of the glass. Now the idea being is, I've polished the bar and everything. That's a lie, I haven't. We'll put it in, we'll spin them around with the blindfold on. I'll then taste them, and then I'll tell you which one I think it is. And let's see if I'm a guru like I think I am, and I can tell the difference between a bottle and a keg. And I think that's the way forward. We'll use the trusty, breathable, lightweight, ultra soft sleep mask, or otherwise known as the blindfold of truth from Beer Fan TV. But I think first off, let's pour a... Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh, that's lucky. It's in the right one. It's in the right one, ladies and gentlemen. Don't panic. I didn't check that. Here we go. I love that sound. There we go. That puppy is filling up, and we will pop the bottle with the cap gun. That didn't work. And we'll pour this one. And what we'll try to do is pour it to a similar level, because I want to make sure that I don't know in the slightest which one is which. So straight away, it looks a little bit more. Is that more cloudy? Is it just a bit colder? No, they do look pretty much identical, don't they, really? The bottle's always more lively. We know that from previous ones that we've done. And that definitely is LP. And this one definitely is LB for bottle. So let's blindfold up. Blindfold up, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. I cannot see a bloody thing. I don't want to knock these over. There we go. Right. So I'm just going to spin these around and start thinking about crazy stuff. So I'm not focusing on which one is. And just to make this a really, really fair test. Okay. I don't know which one is which. I'm going to start with this one first. So that tastes like Leffe, and that's quite fizzy. We'll try this one. This one's not as fizzy, definitely not as fizzy, and it has been in the machine, like I said, I think nearly 30 days, so it is right at the end of really its shelf life. That is just a lot flatter. Smoother. That's definitely more carbonated. I think this is Perfect Draft. I think this is the bottle. Yeah, definitely think that is. Am I right? Moment of truth. Yes, I am. Let me peel that off. There we go. Hopefully you can see that. LP. For Leffe Perfect Draft, or Phillips, or whatever you want to call it. Definitely right. I guess, is there a big taste difference between the two? Looks wise, you can clearly tell one is a lot more lively than the other. And I'll be honest, taste wise, there isn't a huge difference in taste. I think they managed to, it's pretty consistent to be honest, especially with this keg. And I would probably say, like I said, I've had this stuff before, one of my favourite kegs, and this one just, I don't think has been enjoyable. I don't know if the batch is a bit different, don't know, not as nice though as the other ones that I previously had. I'd probably say drinking these two at the moment, I think it's definitely more enjoyable out of the bottle, but bearing in mind, it is in a keg, and it has been in there for, like I said, close to 30 days, so it is right at the very end, so that is going to impact its freshness and everything else, but I think other than that, tonight I think the bottle wins over the Perfect Draft on that one. So, guys, coming up on the channel, like I said, I've got some comparables coming up on Hoe Garden and some other beers. I've got some Guinnesses, I've got some other Belgian blondes, I've got some lagers, and like I said, I've got that Stella Artois coming up next. I've literally just got to finish what's in this keg, and then we are pretty much good to go. But listen, look, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video, and that is Leffe Blonde bottle beating the Perfect Draft, probably for the first time ever. See you on the next one.